traders. Back like in February, we were talking about which addition strategies we've learned. Now let's do a little quick review of subtraction strategies we've learned. So I want you to actually repeat them after me. We've learned count back. Say that. Very nice. So for example, if we have 10 minus 3, right, we can have 10, 9, 8, 7. We can count backwards if it's not too many that we have to go back. We've learned think addition to subtract. So if I say 10 minus 5, and you think, well, 5 plus what makes 10? Well, that's an easy one. That's a double that you know. 5 plus 5 makes 10. And then we talked about in the last lesson how you can make a 10. You can get the teen number kind of back to 10 and then just subtract the rest that's left. So today we're going to be doing like story problems and talking about different strategies we might use to solve some of those. So again, I don't have my fancy light. It's a little blurry, but I think we can see well enough to make this work. Lesson 4.6, problem solving, use subtraction strategies. Remember, we know count back, we know think addition to subtract, and we know use 10. So Kyle had 13 hats. He gave 5 hats to Jake. How many hats does Kyle have now? Do you notice how this is going to get us turning around the number 10? Like if we imagine 10 as a point, 5 isn't going to take us back to 10. It's going to take us all the way back through the 10 to another number. So that's when our use 10 strategy is really going to be handy, even more than counting backward or thinking addition to subtract. So what do I need to find? How many hats he has now. What information do I need to use? Kyle had 13 hats. Kyle gave 5 hats to Jake. So they set us up here with 10 frames for it, right? So let's get out our red. Remember, don't just make dots. Make bits of circles. They just don't have to be very big circles. All right, so we need 13. And let's go ahead and circle and cross out this 10 frame. And then right here, let's go ahead and write down what we've done so far. We've done 13 minus 3, but we're going to need to subtract some more, right? Because he gave away 5, and we haven't done 5 yet. We've only done 3. So let's take these 10. We're moving them over here now, right? We can't actually move them over, so we have to draw them again. It's not like we get a magical new 10, do we? This is this right here. We're just drawing it again. In fact, you could even just not draw it again and instead just do it right here. I'm going to do that as an example. We've taken away the 3, but we need to take away 5. So 3, 4, 5, 2 more, right? So 13 minus 3 minus 2 more. And how many does that leave? 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guys, next page. Here we go. This also gives us 10 frames to work with, doesn't it? Heather has 14 crackers. Some crackers are broken. 8 crackers are not broken. How many are broken? Now take a look down here at this sentence. We don't know how many to take away. We know we end up with 8 though, right? So let's use a picture to solve this. Again, we don't need to make great big enormous circles. Let's just make sure they're more than dots so nobody wonders, is that supposed to be one or is that just the color coming through from the other page? So 8 are not broken. Whoops, I forgot this whole row. Okay. So 8 of these are still good. Now I'm going to try this with my highlighter because there are lots of different ways you could use a picture. I'm just going to put a mark in 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the ones that are going to be left. So which ones got broken? How many is that? Sure enough, go ahead and write that number there and down there. All right. This says act it out to solve. So your body has to actually move, and you can move in one of 3 ways. You can use your fingers, you can make a drawing, or you can use your counters, but you need to actually do it. Phil had some stickers. He lost 7 stickers. Now he has 9 stickers. How many stickers did Phil start with? We don't know, do we? So we know he ends up with 9. So I'm going to use my 10 frames over here. And I'm going to put out 9. Now, he has 9 left over. He lost 7. So here we go. Ugh, sorry, my paper got stuck on a crack. All right, now here's my problem. If I just start putting one here, I might lose track of how many I've put out. So I'm going to put red, even though it should be backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you don't have another one, do you? So I'm going to use my finger to pretend it's our last one. I think Jocelyn has some more, but I don't think the rest of you have any more. So here's our extra 7 now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many counters is that now? Include this one here. 10 and 7 more makes how many? Oh, I'm sorry, 10 and 6 more. 7 more because of this one, but that's part of that 10, isn't it? 10 and 5, 6 more. He started with 16. Do you see how acting it out with our counters made it pretty easy to figure out with? Phil started with 16 crackers. Hillary has 9 dolls. Abby has 15 dolls. How many fewer dolls does Hillary have than Abby? So this is one where we're comparing with subtraction. We're not taking dolls away from Abby. We're saying Hillary has these dolls, Abby has these dolls, and what's the difference? So why don't we try a drawing for this one? Because I think this is going to be another good one for using Make a 10. So I'm going to go ahead and see how I can make my dots just like in a 10 frame. Go ahead and do that, even though there's not a 10 frame for you there, unless you want to put counters out that way. 15, so here's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to take away 9. So remember, we do this in 2 steps. Here's 5 taken away. Do you know how many more we need to take away 9? If you know already how many more, go ahead and circle and cross them out. If you don't know, then let's cross them out one by one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if you don't have counters where you are, you could do 5, and here's your 10 frame, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Hillary has 6 fewer dolls. We're going to do this one together. I'm going to leave this one for you guys, and I'm going to suggest on all of these, let's do that using a 10. 12 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He tossed some into a fountain. We don't know how many. He has 5 left. Now, you know what I think when I look at this? This is pretty handy, isn't it? Because one row of this is 5. So I can know, I'm going to count out, first of all, these, and all of these are going to go away too, right? So how many is that now that we've crossed out? That's one reason we don't want to scribble them out. We want to just cross them out, so we still have them to check. This row's 5, 6, 7. Yummy has 13 apples. Some are green and some are red. 8 red apples. All right, guys, make your 13 dots. Take away 8 of them. See how many are left. Figure that one out on your own. Pause the video if you need to, and turn to the last page. Oh my goodness, look, it's just more of this. This one, guys, again, make a drawing. This is just 10 of them. Use your counters or make a drawing and cross things out as they go away. Same thing here. Now this one, just to be real clear on a couple of these, this is 10 and 3 go away. 3 more frogs. Oh dear. Hang on. Nope, 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 nope. We are going to do this one together. I read it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's our 10. 3 more frogs jump onto the tree, so we have to add 3 first. There they are. Then 4 frogs jump out of the tree. Now, I maybe should have made these red. I made them black. I'm going to switch to red because I want to be able to see really clearly what I'm crossing out. So first thing, of course, I'm going to do is cross out the extras outside the 10. Then, but I haven't done 4 yet, have I? I only crossed out 3, so I need to cross out another one. There they are. Have I crossed out 4 now? I have. Now, when you send me your picture of this, I need to see that you actually did this drawing or some drawing. All right, how many are left? Write that down. 9 more turtles in the water than on the log. 9 are in the water. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's start with some drawings. All right, here we go. I'm going to actually get we're drawing turtles. I'm going to get my green marker. Come here. All right. 13 turtles are in the water. I'm going to draw that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, there are 9 more in the water. So this is my big number. There aren't as many on the log. This is 9 more than how many are on the log. So to find out the log, I got to take 9 of these off. So here we go. I'm going to take off 3 first, right? Because then I'm just down to 10. You know 3 plus what would make 9? If you learn those 10 facts really well, guys, and your other facts, it gets so easy. Because I happen to know that 3 and 6 are 9. I need to take away 6 more. And 6 more is 1 row of 5 plus 1, right? There it is. And I can see how many. Now, you can double check my work if you want. Let's count these and make sure that's 9 I took away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many are left? Write that number right there. Now, guys, number 8, hot problem. Choose a number to fill in the blank. Solve it. So you might all get different answers and you might all be correct. I can't give you an example for this one because you are going to choose your own number. 10 dogs are at the park. Blank dogs are brown. The rest have black spots. How many dogs have black spots? Now, there are 2 rules here. First of all, you can't say that more than 10 dogs are brown. You can't tell me that 12 dogs are brown because there are only 10 dogs there. So it has to be, 10 or less. Here's your second rule that they didn't say in the book, but I'm going to tell you. You cannot have a brown dog with black spots. They have to either be brown or with black spots. You have to choose one or the other. You can't have one be, in real life we could have that, couldn't we? But not in your math story. So choose one here, then go ahead and draw it. And then write your difference. Cheryl has 14 flowers. She gives some away. 8 are left. Guys, we're going to use that 10 strategy here. And some of you now might be able to imagine this in your mind. Imagine 1 full 10 frame and how many more? Well, 4 more, of course. You might be, now still do it on paper, but see if you can imagine it first. What do you take away first? You take away the 4. We need to take away 8 altogether. We've taken away 4, so how many more do we need to take away? Some of you guys might use that think addition to subtract strategy, and you might know, well, 4 plus 4 is 8, so I've taken away 4. If I need to take away 8, I'm taking away 4 more. Look at that. We used 2 strategies together, the use 10 strategy and the think addition to subtract strategy. We used 2 strategies here to solve this one. How many did she give away? All right, guys, I know these lessons probably seem like they could just be super easy and super fast if you just like counted some on your fingers or just made some marks on the paper and crossed some of them off. But we really want to be thinking through using strategies, right? Because our point here isn't just to answer a few questions. Our point is to really think about what subtraction strategy is going to be a good one to use to solve this thing that we need to know. Because people who work sending astronauts into space, they don't just sit there and do random math problems as fast as they can. They think about the problems and they go, what kind of strategy are we going to use to solve this problem? So that's the kind of thinking we want to use right now in math, not just, okay, let me count this up and get this done. We want to really be thinking strategies and what's going to be the best way to work these ideas.